All right, everyone. Thanks for coming back. I tried to do a live stream. Technologically impaired over here, so I don't know. I've done them before and they've worked, so I don't know the equipment. Maybe I'm getting hacked. Maybe it's the Russians. Maybe it's Sleeper Cell. Uh, I'm reading this article from the Huffington Post, and it's a hit piece on a guy who I respect a lot in this independent media business. I don't discount people who believe in conspiracy theories so long as they have some kind of a rationale for it and they're not, completely unhinged about it to the point where you can't even listen to them talk. I mean, and by the way, I don't think anybody should be marginalized, including people who have gotten taken off of various platforms. I don't think those people should be taken off various platforms for espousing theories. I mean, free speech is free, okay? And at least temporarily, or at least for the time being. But this is a hit piece that is epic. It's on a new level, and it's almost choreographed. And I feel bad for both Tulsi Gabbard and Niko House. Let me read some of it to you. This thing goes on and on and on and on. They did more research on Niko House than they even attempted to do on Hillary Clinton when she was using BleachBit and destroying emails and saying, what with a cloth? You mean I wiped it with a cloth? Remember that famous exchange? And it was full steam ahead, Hillary Clinton. More war. More war and more of the same. More policies that don't do anything to help the middle class. More policies that don't take care of the homeless. It just goes on and on. Okay, so this is depressing. This is depressing. This is why we need a new way around this. We need... You know what? You need it so they don't even cover you. That's what you need. You need media that doesn't even cover the presidential candidates. The candidates need to go directly to the people, and then the people, they don't have to answer questions by any of these online fish wrappers. When I think of the Huffington Post, I think of, remember the checkouts at the Walmarts back in the 90s? They had these AOL discs that they were giving out for free. And I think Walmart had their own Walmart internet service. Kmart had Kmart Blue, I remember. But the AOL, that was wow, America Online. I think you had to pay $10 for that, and $10 a month. I think that's what it was. And you could get a better version of it. So when you log on, of course, you get the AOL, and then you get news from the Huffington Post. News from our leftist, tribalist place, where we hate anything that's... First of all, you hate all right-wingers, but you hate them with a kind of vitriol and a kind of belligerence, and you accuse all of them of being the worst people in the world. It's a wonder that I'm even doing this channel, because every time I've had interactions with people from the left, the old left, they've called me a hate monger. They've called me all kinds of names that they don't know who I am. I have a 5-year-old. I love him with every fiber of my being, okay? I have, they don't even know who the hell I am. So they should shut up. But they don't. So anyway, that's a tangent, and I apologize here. You get to a certain age in your life and you say, screw it. You don't like me for who I am. I mean, I had this in my own family. You don't like who I am? I wasn't a big fan of the rest of my family, but, I put up with it because that's what families do. I didn't take it out on anybody. I just dealt with it my own way. All right, enough of the Dr. Phil here. So you're reading this with me here. Tulsi Gabbard's top online fundraiser is a Las Vegas shooting conspiracy theorist. They're talking about Niko House. Now, I have not had any direct interactions with Niko, except for the fact that Niko did send me a message about a video I did about pasta giardula. And he kind of set me straight about where pasta stood, and I actually deleted the video because I felt it didn't represent pasta well, it didn't help Tulsi, and it was just me ranting and raving about, wording, which could have been maybe better, and Pasta even told me it could have been better, because he and I have had conversations since. So, in any event, they go on to talk about Niko believes in, Pizzagate. He believes that Bill Cosby was framed. So what? What's your official? Have you guys done any investigative journalism into it to debunk it? All right. So if somebody comes up with a conspiracy theory, or a theory, not necessarily a conspiracy theory, they come up with a theory, do you guys go and do some journalism? No. Okay, so it's Tulsi Gabbard's fault, okay, that Niko has done some investigating here and has come up with his own theories. All right? But not only is he a conspiracy theorist, he's a prolific conspiracy theorist who argues the mass shooting in Vegas was an intelligence operation meant to distract from the Harvey Weinstein scandal. Look, I don't know any of this stuff about Niko House. All I know is he's dedicated to real progressivism. He is such a good commentator that Garland Nixon, Lee Stranahan have had him on their program on Sputnik. And yes, I know, Russian. I'm going to get Russia. Dave, you're promoting Russia. You're talking about Russia. Okay. Here's the deal. The Russian outlets are the only ones that are not propaganda from the American media. Okay, and you'll say, well, it's Russian. Now, from what I understand, the people at RT can do whatever they want. They can say whatever they want. They can do whatever they want. And their ratings continue to climb. And my prediction is, both with RT America and with Sputnik, if their ratings continue to climb, they're going to be regulated. They're going to be regulated out of existence. I can guarantee you that. So, anyway, in seeking the Democratic Party's presidential nomination, Gabbard, while struggling to register in most polls, she's registering. She's not struggling, she's registering. But, again, the bias here is unprecedented. This is, if your head doesn't explode after reading this one, this is really what they're doing is saying, Tulsi, we're seeing a lot of your online support. We're seeing the clicks. We're seeing the donations coming in. We're seeing that you're handling yourself really well on television while everybody else speaks in platitudes. You're not going any further. Not on our watch. Not in our Democratic Party. You need a third party. I don't care if it's green. I don't care what it is. Say, Green Party people, all you got to do is hone the message, focus on economic populism. You can be as green as you want, but you got to put economic populism first and fuse the message with environmentalism. That's all. That's all. Don't just cater to people that drive a Prius, drink latte and all that. Just try to go for the working class, like the truck driver from Washington. You'd kill it. You'd win it. So, we got the David Duke clan stuff here. Awesome. These people just don't quit. They don't quit. And, of course, she's disavowed this how many times? Do you disavow this person? Yes. Do you disavow them again? Yes. The campaign has, however, embraced some of its lesser hinged fans. They're still hinged. They're still hinged. Now, who's this guy to call out? Is he perfect? Is Charles Davis perfect? does he have any theories outside the narrative and the reality that he and his ridiculous fish wrapper AOL landing place publication, does he have anything outside of that he believes in, or does he just go lockstep because he wants a paycheck? All right, so they talk about how Niko does a great job online, gets 716 new contributors to the campaign. It's awesome. House, who is a speaker at a March 30th Gabbard campaign event in Los Angeles, is a passionate critic of the official narrative, which, again, they put in parentheses, but they don't understand that there are a lot of people that do not believe in the official narrative that these people put out from day to day. Okay. And then they say on most major news events. That's a generality. That's a generality. You can't just say, oh, so, Niko, do you believe the other day when they had those tornadoes, I forget where they were, honestly, but in Missouri, I think. Niko, was that a conspiracy theory that the wind came through there and killed people and knocked things over? Because that's a major news event. I'm sure Niko was all over that, trying to say that it was the CIA that did it, right? Niko? I'm sure Niko House did that. He did not do that. So that's a generalization, and it shouldn't even be in the article. But this guy is writing for maximum hit piece effect. So, of course, we talk about chemical weapons attack in Syria, which these people just won't let go of. If you don't believe, lock, stock, and barrel in this. But they don't do any investigation in missing ballots, car loads of ballots in South Florida being carted away. Tim Canova could be in the House of Representatives right now fighting for Medicare for all, fighting for the things that the people wanted, but instead we've got more of Debbie Wasserman Schultz. No investigative journalism to look into that. But if you don't believe this narrative on Syria, you've got problems. And then, of course, Russian hacking. Because we all know Russian hacking, right, was the reason Hillary lost. And everybody knows it, as Donald Trump would say, and everybody knows it. And there are a lot of people saying, that's another thing that Trump likes to say. So these guys are no better than Trump. They're always going after Trump, but they're basically saying, well, everybody believes these things. And so if you don't believe these things, then, everybody's saying it. That is hysterical, okay? All right, so he's got influence, and they don't like it. He's got 15,000 followers on YouTube, 36,000 subscribers on YouTube. My other channel, I have 22,000 subscribers, but of course it's a music channel. So I'm an influencer in the music. I believe in music conspiracy theories over there too. I do sometimes. Look, you're allowed to think your life. You're allowed to form opinions, and if they're outside the official narrative, deal with it. All right, and then they go into his life. See, this is creepy. Niko, man, I got your back. This is creepy. He's an Army veteran, studied at the University of North Carolina in Chapel Hill. Who cares? Why are you digging into his life? He first made a name for himself online as a founder of Carolina Students for Bernie Sanders. So, immediately, because he supported Bernie, and he did this, see, this all ties together. Now we've got two candidates in this. We've got Bernie in there now, and we've got Tulsi for the most part, but we also have Bernie. Okay, and so this is interesting, and I think I'd want to investigate this, but they would rather talk about Niko House than what he's about to say here. He later alleged that the Vermont senator's campaign in the Tar Heel state was derailed from within by a sleeper cell of Hillary Clinton supporters, who blocked him from revealing their internal sabotage. Somebody made a concerted effort to make sure that I could not talk to Bernie or anyone close to him. he claimed in a March 2016 video recorded while driving a car. All right. And they go on, and I'm not going to keep going because this article goes on. I'm just going to go scrolling here. Scrolling. There's one thing here that kind of was disturbing, but I'm just going to let it go because I don't know how much truth there is to it, so I'm not going to comment on it. We do talk about George Soros here. Warmongering, I refuse to trick myself into being sympathetic toward warmongering sociopaths, and that includes George Soros. George Soros is a hero to this particular publication. And then they have a quote here from Tulsi, and they blow it up. You work very hard to try to find the truth, to remain objective, and to really help to inform and educate and engage people in these kinds of conversations. Tulsi Gabbard speaking to Niko House and his co-hosts. So, she said something nice about them. Oh, and they keep going. He talked about Pizzagate. Big deal. Big deal. Clinton and sex crimes in the same sentence. What? That couldn't happen. Bill Clinton? The guy who was getting serviced in the Oval Office? Nah, he couldn't be part of that. Okay. The Gabbard campaign did not respond to emails and a phone call requesting comment. House also did not respond. I'm hoping, I don't know what Niko's going to do with this. He could do a documentary. Gabbard has given no indication she believes these conspiracy theories, but she has given House a shout out. So? Unbelievable. Oh, the feeling is mutual, Gabbard, House said. She's the only Democrat saying that Assad is innocent. Oh, Assad is innocent. Innocent of gassing his own people on the day that prompted us to launch 50-something Tomahawk missiles. That's what... This is out of context. This is out of context. And these people should be ashamed of themselves. It's now the second time it's been out of context, and I'm sure Niko has found a few more of those. Soon after her own live stream, Gabbard appeared on House's YouTube show to discuss her 2020 campaign, her 2017 meeting with Syrian dictator Bashar Assad, and why she was still a member of the Council on Foreign Relations. Wow, this just goes on and on. Gabbard has been appreciative of House. So, Gabbard told him and his co-hosts as their interview wound down, this is what we need more of. Oh, okay, so that means, well, it's what we need more of. We need more conspiracy theories, and we need more people who are unhinged. Wow. And this is the headline. The headline is the worst part of this. The Vegas shooting. It's like, this is Alex Jones Redux. I'm sorry, Niko House is not he's not Alex Jones. I was going to say Howard Jones. He's not Alex Jones. And anybody who thinks he is doesn't even know what Niko says every day. This guy is for justice. This guy is for fairness. This guy is for real policy changes that would make a difference in people's lives. But this is the headline? I'll tell you, this campaign, this is why you need to go around this. Green Party, are you listening? But you need to be more focused on what would help hardworking, blue-collar people who have nowhere else to go. They're making it so we don't really have a choice. We've got a left corporatist against a right corporatist. Trump went in, by the way, as kind of a populist. He's been conformed back to what is within reason, within their reason. And we still don't have an economy that works for everybody. And we need one of those. So, Niko, brother, I don't know you. But man, I pray for you. I'll pray for you. I think you're a Christian, so I'll send my prayers up to you, and I'll just say, You're famous, I guess. I don't know. Look on the bright side. You're a famous dude now. I mean, if you weren't famous before, this will put you on the map, and this will give you a ton of material. Holy crap. All right. See you soon.